My daughter Mia is a little ball of energy. She's funny and cute and smart, and she's everything you would want in a 4-year-old daughter.
I always watch a good movie. I try to watch a good movie. Love stories, I like horror pictures, I like science fiction.
When I first went on the ice, I was so nervous. I thought I was gonna fall. Then after like 5-10 minutes, I got a hang of it. I was really good at it, but I had to be stuck with the little kids because I wasn't tall enough.
I competed in lightweight bodybuilding for about 4 years. I just stopped competing about 2 years ago, and I was competing when I was diagnosed with MS.
A lot of kids, like, besides school, like, they would make fun of me because I was really short. I was actually one of the shortest kids in the school.
When I first had my HIV diagnosis, for the first 10 years, I was very vibrant, working out at the gym 5 days a week. I was going to school, working 2 jobs, and I was real healthy.
For normal, fertile women, they say after about 3 months, most women become pregnant. You know, every month when I realized I wasn't pregnant, it was devastating.
10 years after my HIV diagnosis, my immune system began to break down. And I was wasting. I was wasting.
You know, you go through a certain point where you start to feel like you're sick, so maybe what's the point in working out? Or what's the point in eating healthy? Because, you know, it's all gonna go downhill anyways at some point.
I was in 6th grade, and I went to go see my old teacher. And, like, some of these kindergarten to 1st grade kids were taller than me. I'm like, oh my God, that's wrong.
I didn't want to be waste away to nothing. I didn't want to go back to being paralyzed or riding in a wheelchair or none of those things.
You know, you construct these fantasies with children running around and what are you going to name your kids and all that. And when it doesn't go according to the little plan, it's sobering. It's really sobering.
Started rebiff pretty quickly after I was diagnosed, I would say within 6 to 8 months after being diagnosed.
My mom was so terrified with the first shot I ever took. Like, it was funny. You just had to be there.
I found that I've only had 2 major exacerbations, which I think most people would think that that's pretty great. And I feel good and I feel healthy.
After I was on it for not even that long, probably like a few months, I started to grow really, really quick.
I gained my muscle mass back, I gained my strength back. I was able to walk again and was building my muscles in my stomach area. I was able to go back to work full time and become an HIV advocate. That was real important to me.
Getting the call from the clinic saying everything's worked, you're pregnant, I couldn't be any happier.
It's like so good. Like, I can go on these roller coasters and like I hang out with all these kids and like I like fit in because like most of the girls are like my height.
This was the family I wanted. I wanted to be pregnant. I wanted to be able to nurse my children. I wanted to go through labor and delivery, and Gonalef allowed that to happen for me. So I'm eternally grateful.
I'm more healthy than I was maybe 15 years ago.
Like, I'm not the shortest kid in the school no more.
I'm very grateful and thankful that there are people working so hard on this disease, and I know it's probably a thankless job in some ways because you're working on something that doesn't have a cause or a cure just yet. So I imagine at the end of the day, a lot of these folks go home and feel like, geez, did I do anything? But you've got to know that you've done a lot.
It's not a death sentence anymore. It's not a death sentence anymore. It's a chronic and manageable disease.
You helped my daughter so much. You made a whole difference in her life. Thank you.
Thank you. It's kind of embarrassing when you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.